evolution. This topic is taken from the chapter of evolution. Okay, first of all, you should understand about natural selection. To understand natural selection, let us take one example. Suppose, let us think that there are two girls. Okay, both the girls are sent to the house where they are allowed to take only one meal in one day. Okay, look at the condition. They can take only one meal in one day for both the girls. So among the two girls, one is very foodie. One girl likes to eat so and so and so much. She loves to eat so much. But other girl is medium, can survive without the food for one day. Okay, one girl, she likes to eat more and more, but whereas other person can adjust. So obviously the girl who is foodie, who eat large quantity of food, the nature will not favor her, but nature will favor another girl because she can adjust with one time of food. Similarly, the important characteristics are favored by the surroundings or by the nature. This is known as natural selection. Some things is favored by the nature. This is called as natural selection, which was given by Darwin. Okay. According to Darwin, evolution took place by natural selection. The number of life forms depends upon their ability to multiply and their lifespan. Life forms mainly depend on this ability to multiply and lifespan. Lifespan is the period from natural birth to death. Natural, okay? This is what. Then another aspect of natural selection is the survival of the fittest, where nature selects the individual which are most fit to adapt to their environment. According to Darwin, fitness mainly refers to the reproductive fitness. Okay. So the person who have ability to reproduce in a higher rate, they can live more progeny. So the survival capacity is more. So life forms better fit in the environment that live more progeny. This is called as natural selection, and it is a mechanism of evolution. Okay, descent and natural selection are the two important concepts of Darwin's theory of evolution. In the Darwin's theory of evolution, branching descent and natural selection are most important. Okay. French naturalist Lamarck observed that evolution occurs due to the use or disuse of particular organs of body parts. For example, giraffes have developed long necks as a result of attempts to eat leaves high upon a trees. So the French naturalist Lamarck observed something, that evolution mainly occurs due to the use or disuse of the organs. Lamarck has given theory in simple terms. So we call it as a diverse theory as well. So he told some facts that if you use the organs for much time, then it will be very prominent in the next generation. And if you disuse the organs, then it will not come after the several generation. So if you use the organs, then it will be prominent. If you disuse the organs, that will not come after the several generations. So let us take some example of organ which were functional earlier but now they are not. So giraffe is a very popular example, and I hope you know this from earlier. Okay, the giraffe in the ancient times were not having the long necks. Okay, but when they were trying to extend their neck up to a certain level to eat some leaves which are at higher levels, so they have to make their neck little high, right? And after practicing that particular thing, after several generations, they got their long necks. But this theory did not have a scientific evidence, so it is not much good theory. Okay, next point. Evolution can be a process and can be a result of a consequence of a process of a life. So these are two statements, right? Evolution can be a process, and another statement is evolution can be a consequence of a process of a life. So these two different statements we find animate as well as and inanimate things all around us, right? Living and non-living things are created by evolution. In that sense, evolution is a process. But when we talk about the origin of a life on the earth, this is not a process, but this is a consequence of a process. When you talk about the world's evolution, is a population. But when you talk about the origin of life, evolution is a consequence process. Very simple. Malthus worked on population and influenced Darwin. Even Malthus had worked on the population and influenced the Darwin. He said that natural selection is based on the certain observation which are very factual.